Saturday is Saturday school. If you have a failing grade as of this afternoon, then tomorrow I'm going to send all your work and your name to the administrators. I'm calling your mom and telling them you're assigned Saturday school. The administrator's calling your mom and telling them you're assigned Saturday school. And if you don't show up to Saturday school and you're still failing, they normally put you in ISD, not as a punishment, but as a way for you to make a passing grade so that you don't fail the quarter, because we only have 2.5 weeks left. Saturday school is not a punishment. It is for you to get your grade pulled up, and then if you don't do Saturday school, they put you in ISD for the day so you can make up your work. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, no, maybe? Does that make sense? I need words coming out of your mouth. Jalen's the only one that understands. Yes. Okay, let's do perfect squares. What's the first perfect square? Looks like we're going to have homework tonight. Yeah, like 1. Thank you. What's the next perfect square? Everybody. It's definitely not 2. 4. Everybody, come on. What's the next one? Keep going. Let's go. AJ, come on. What's the next one? 16. What's the next one? Keep going. Everybody, let's go. 49. Keep going. Wait, 64. Sorry, I didn't hear you right. 81. Keep going. Come on, everybody, let's go. Keep going. Yep, keep going. Yep. Keep going. Everybody, let's go. Yeah. Well, after 225, how much is it? 256. 289. 324. 361. One more. There you go. We'll stop right there because I ran out of room. All right, do you have your calculators? Grab your calculators. Here we go. All right, the very first number is 768. So you've got to say 768 divided by, and I need the biggest perfect square that goes into 768. So which one do you, it's okay if it's wrong, we'll just pick another one. 121. Nope, doesn't go evenly, okay? So we just pick another one. Pick another one.
144.
Nope, pick another one. 196. Nope, pick another one. 324. Nope, pick another one. 256. Perfect. 256 is the biggest one. So I think I heard some of you say 64. 64 does go. But what happens when you divide by 64? You get 12. And what perfect square still goes into 12? 6 on perfect square. 4 still goes into it. So that means that 64 is not the biggest one. All right, so I can change 768 to be what number times what number? Perfect. And the whole reason you do that, the whole reason that you use these numbers and these numbers only is because now 256 can be square rooted as what number? 16. Close enough, but no. If you're not first, you're last, everybody. All right, 576. That number should already be special to you. 576, you took a test on it. Now hopefully you're realizing why I emphasized so much and gave you a quiz and a test, because they're that important. It is just 24. Very good. It was already a perfect square. All right, we have 486. What perfect square goes into 486? It's okay if it's wrong. 225. Okay, well if it's wrong, we just pick another one. All right, 486, pick another one. 121? Nope. 144? Nope. 169? Nope. Nope. Yep. There we go. Y'all okay? Are there any other perfect squares that go into 6? So that's how I know it's the biggest one. All right, so we have 81 times 6. And the whole point of doing this is so that the 81 can come out as what number? 9. Because if you just pick two random numbers are not going to come out as a whole number. They're going to come out as a decimal. All right, what about 800? You should know that one. 400 times what? Times 2. And the whole reason you do that is because 400 comes out as what? 20. And then square root of 2. All this stuff is just a review from Algebra 1 and Geometry, but we're going to keep doing it so that way when we get to this stuff in Chapter 5, you'll be good to go. All right, what about 98? 64 times what? 2? And square root of 64 is 8. Right, y'all okay? Math workshop test next week. Hopefully we're knowing how to do this stuff. All right, last one, 32. 16 times 2. Beautiful. What's the square root of 16? Oh, yeah, sorry. Oops. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
64 times 2. Then it's got to be 49 then. Is it 49? Yeah, it's 49. Thank you, Mallory. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. So it should be 7 square root of 2. All right, here we go. We are going to start on page 27. And when we do some of this stuff, you're going to need a highlighter or some kind of a different color pen. You're going to need your pencil and like a highlighter or a different color so you can highlight some things. Today is very easy if you know the rules. If you don't know the rules, it's hard. If you know the rules, it's like ridiculously easy. Huh? Yeah, AJ? Are you ready? Do what is not really a nice answer. Okay, 2 weeks ago on Math Workshop, we talked about 5 parent graphs. Can anybody give me one of them? Or tell me what it looked like or something? You got Math Workshops you can look back at.
At this time, anybody who has not had their pictures done, 9 through 12, and
There were 5 parent graphs.
you need to have a retake.
What was one of them?
So you can make your way to the lobby at this time. 9 through 12, faculty, please make your way to the main lobby for retake. Thank you. Last call.
Math Workshop. Might want to get those back out and look at them. There were 5 parent graphs that we looked at. Huh. Just gonna wait on y'all. Flip back and find your Math Workshops. We did 5 parent graphs. Y equals X. Very good. What'd that look like? It looked like a straight line, right? Y equals 3. What'd that look like? Or Y equals whatever number you want, right? We can just put Y equals a number. We'll just put Y equals a number. What's that look like? What's X equals 6? Horizontal line. There you go. Alright. X squared. What was X squared? What did it look like? You have your Math Workshops. Look at them. What did X squared look like? It looked like a U shape. Yeah. Alright. What else did we have? That we did X squared. The square roots. Yeah. What'd that look like? Not a V. Just describe what it looked like. Like a little ramp, yep. It looked like a half of a parabola turned sideways. Why couldn't we have the bottom half of the parabola down here? We turned the parabola sideways, but why isn't there the bottom half down here? Because of what? No. Y equals X squared is a regular U. This is turned sideways. Why can't I have the bottom? Why can't I have the negatives down here? This is still square root of X. Why can't you have the negatives with square root? Very good. The square roots do not have negatives. Very good. Very good. All right. What else did we have? 1 over x, right? That was the funky looking one. It's called, do you remember what it was called? Rational function, Carrington, very good. And there's one more. A v. What was the v? Absolute value. Very good. Okay, guys, you've got a math workshop test next week. It's coming. You got to know all this stuff. It's nothing new. It's reviewing from algebra. So we've got 3 things that we're going to learn how to do today. What's the very first thing that we're going to learn how to do today? Identify parent functions, right? Like you're walking down the hallway and you identify your friend and you call them out by name, right? Let's do yell their name out. So that's all we're going to do down there at the bottom. So let's look at the only ones that they want us to look at. What's the first one they want us to look at? What's it called? No, the very first one. Constant. What's it look like? It's a straight horizontal line, right? Didn't we already talk about that one right here? Y equals a number. All right, what about the next one? Identity. That's a straight line too. It's on your paper. What's the difference between these two? Like, what makes this one at an angle? What's it have that makes that one at an angle?
X.
Yeah, what's in front of the X though? What is the 1? It's their slope. Very good. So this has a slope. Right, AJ? We're taking notes. You might want to write that down. Come on. Be somebody and go somewhere in your life. All right, what's the last one? Absolute value. What's it make? What's the shape? A V. All right, here we go. Let's go to the bottom and let's identify. Let's do our first learning target of the day. Identify. So you're walking down the hallway and you see this graph right here and you're going to call him out by name. What's his name? Go. Absolute value. Yes, you have to write both words. It's like in the South how we name people 2 names like John Michael or Anna Kate or, I don't know, Mary Catherine or, whatever like that. They're 2 names. All right, number 2. It's just a straight horizontal line. What do we call that? Constant. Very good. Very easy stuff, guys. You just got to know the rules. And the last one, what about this guy? He's got a slope because he's at an angle. Identity. There you go. Get it, got it good? Y'all okay? All right, here's where you're going to need your highlighter right here. Because the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to describe the transformations first. Then once we do that, we're going to graph them. So let's talk about describe. What does the word describe mean? To explain what happens, right? Okay, so on the next page is where we need our highlighter. This is going to be like your quote-unquote cheat sheet. So you got to keep this page handy right here. Make all your nice notes right here. All right, very first vocab word, translation. So guys, if you speak another language and you translate something for someone, what does that mean that you're doing? You're doing what, Nathan? There you go. You're like understanding what it means, right? So let's look at the very first one. Right here. Might want to do what I just did because it's your notes and it's going to be very difficult to look at in a minute if you don't do this. I don't do it for my help, guys. I know how to do this. Yes. No, not that one. No. I have to use that one a lot and I can't do that now. All right, here we go. So you have f of x, right? Normally. That's normally what you have. But here, something's happened to f of x. What have they added on to it? The h. Is that h inside those parentheses or outside those parentheses? All right, here's where we need to make our note right here. Because this is very easy stuff as long as you know what's happening. So this is just your cheat sheet. You don't get to use this. This is to help us learn what's happening. So if it's inside, you take the opposite sign. And which way does it move if the number is on the inside of the parentheses? It's got 2 directions. All you gotta do is read, guys. I blocked it in and everything for you. Which way does it move? Got two directions. Where, Bryson? Left and right, guys. All you have to do is read right there. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, so take maybe a different color or your pencil or something on this one, and let's box this one in. Right there. All right, so you normally have f of x. F of x is your parent graph, okay? What has happened this time? What have they added or subtracted this time? The k. That k is not on the inside of those parentheses. Where is it at? It's on the outside. Here we go. Make yourself a note. So if the inside means take the opposite sign, what does the outside mean? Take the same sign. There you go. All right, and read through. It's got two directions that it could move. Which way? Up or down. There you go. All right. Swap over. Get a different color. You don't have to necessarily get more out. You just switch your color. So I'm going back to orange. All right, so we're going to mark out this second one because you're going to do that in pre-cal. So just like those perfect squares came back to bite you if you didn't know them, just like graphing came back to bite you if you didn't know it, just like solving equations came back to bite you if you didn't know it, this stuff is going to show right back up in pre-cal. They are doing it right now in pre-cal. So when you get to pre-cal next year, or if you take discrete next year, or if you take analytical next year, no matter what you take, it's going to come back to bite you if you don't know these rules, okay? So if you have f of x, that's the parent graph. What's different about the reflection? How do you know it makes a reflection? Where's the negative? In the very front. There you go. So it has a negative in front. There you go. If it's got a negative in front, please make those notes, guys. This is very easy stuff as long as you know what's happening. And what happens to the graph if it has a negative in the front? Read what's it say. Reflects over the x-axis. Very good. Reflects on the x-axis. You all okay? Yeah? No? Okay, flip to the next color. I'm going to go back to my black color. So that was a reflection. All right, then we have a dilation. You can mark out those bottom two because that'll be in pre-cal. But we're going to do these top two. And what operation are you doing to the A in the very front? What's that dot mean? Multiplying. There you go. So you got multiplication. And I'm gonna do this so that maybe it'll make sense to you, okay? Give me a number. Give me any number that's greater than 1. 2. Give me another number. 7. 4, 3. Give me another number. 395, okay? So let's say that you gain 395 pounds, right? What happens to your pants if you're going to gain that much weight? They're going to stretch out, right? So what happens to the graph if you gain that much? It stretches. Which way? Vertically, okay? So try to make that connection so it's easy to remember, okay? So let's look at this one. This one says it's between 0 and 1. Guys, what kind of numbers are between 0 and 1? Decimals, but we don't do decimals in this class, so how can we write them instead of decimals? Fractions. So make yourself a little note right here. This one is a fraction. So if you lose a fraction of your weight, if you lose weight, you make it a fraction. That means it's small, right? So what does this word compress mean? It shrinks, right? So if you lose weight, ladies, you ever wore Spanx before and they like suck you in, right? It's the same thing. It compresses you. So does that make sense to everybody? You're all okay? All right, so let's keep that page handy. And let's look at number 1 down there at the bottom. Our biggest problem on our quizzes and on our tests has that simply been that you just have it slowed down to redirection, okay? What's the very first thing that it says to do? Name the parent function, and I guarantee you, if you don't slow down on your test on Tuesday, you're going to miss that and get simple points, okay? So let's make sure we read the directions and name the parent function. So what is the parent function on number 1? Absolute value. There you go. And you knew that because it had those little bars. Then what's it say to do? All right, and this is where we need our cheat sheet, okay? Where is that number? On the inside of those absolute values or on the outside? All right, here we go. So let's look back at our cheat sheet. If it's on the outside, we keep the same sign, right? So we've got a positive 4. Is positive 4 going to move up 4 or going to move down 4? There you go. So you just write moves up 4. And that's it. That's all you got to do. I told you it was easy. You just got to know the rules. Keep that page handy. But let's flip over to page 29. Keep that page handy. All right, let's look at number 2. Do you have those little bars on number 2 over the X? Nope. So what is that called? You had 2 other ones. Identity. Very good. Very good. So is that 5 inside some bars or parentheses or outside? And it's outside. Look at your cheat sheet. Outside, you keep the same sign. And -5 is our sign. Is that going to tell us to move up 5 or down 5? There you go. Easy enough? All right, let's look at the next one, number 3. What's the parent function? There you go. You can abbreviate, you just have to put both words, okay? All right, where's the 3 at this time? Inside. So inside, look at your cheat sheet. Tells you to take the opposite sign, right? And move which ways? Which ways? Right or left, right? Okay, so if I take the opposite sign, where are -3's on the graph? To the left or to the right? There you go. So it moves left 3. All right, what's the parent function on number 4? Doesn't have any bars. Not a constant. Because constant is just a number. That has an X with it. That's an identity. There you go. Because it has a number and an X. Okay, what are you doing to that 4? You multiplying. Look at your cheat sheet. If you're multiplying, it's either stretched vertically or compresses. So you're multiplying by a number that is 4. Is 4 bigger than 1 or is it a fraction? Bigger than 1, so what are you going to do? Stretches where? Where? Vertically, there you go. All right, let's look at the next one. What's the parent function? Absolute value. And there's 2 things that happen on this one. What's the first thing you see? AJ, you see anything on number 5? AJ? Has a negative in the front? All right, Bryson, what's that negative tell me to do in the front? Reflects how? There you go. You cannot just put reflects. If you just put reflects, you will not get full credit. Because you have 2 axes and I need to know which one. All right, Aaron, do you see something else that happens besides the negative? The -2. It's on the outside. So do I move up 2 or down 2? Down 2. There you go. All right, Dylan, can you tell me the parent graph on number 6? There you go. All right, very first thing is this fraction. So look on your cheat sheet. Molly, what's a fraction? Tell us on your cheat sheet. Compresses vertically. Beautiful. All right, this 1 is on the inside. So I take the opposite sign and I move left or right. So Wilmer, which way does a positive 1 tell me to move? Left or right? Right. Very good. All right, then I have the 3 on the outside. 3 on the outside, you take the same sign. So Pierce, where does the 3 on the outside tell me to move? Up 3 or down 3? Up 3, there you go. Y'all okay? All right, and then we're going to mark out 7 because you'll get to that stuff in breakdown. All right, we're going to skip graphing for just a minute. And I want you to go to page 32. Keep your cheat sheet handy, okay? Keep your cheat sheet handy. All right, we got to hustle because we don't have long. Here's what I want you to do first. What's 1 through 6 tell you to do? Only thing it tells you to do. Identify the parent graph. You try those on your own. Go. One, is it 1? Oh, it's 1 through 5. I'm sorry. It is 1 through 5. 1 through 5. Y'all try those on your own. Just tell me the parent function. Quickly so you don't have homework tonight. All right, what'd y'all get for the first one? Constant. There you go. Hunter, what'd you get for the second one? There you go. Jose, what'd you get for the third one? There you go. Jalen, what'd you get for the fourth one? Identity. And Jenny, what'd you get for the last one? Absolute value. Very good. Okay, guys, look, number 5. That doesn't look like a V. How'd you know it was an absolute value? What happened to it? It just got flipped upside down. What flips a graph upside down? A reflection, but what in the equation? Look back at your cheat sheet. You need to. A negative where, AJ? In where, Bryson? In the front. There you go. All right, here we go. Next thing. Huh? All right, next thing we got to do first. Name what? Parent function, then what's it tell you to do? Describe the transformation. There you go. All right, try those real quick. Because then we got a graph before we leave. So that we don't have homework tonight. Tell me the parent function, and then tell me what happens. Just that one was page 32. The rest of them. let's do the first two together. What'd you get on 6? Parent function. Identity. And what happened? Up 4. Very good. All right, what about the next one? Yeah. And down 5. Perfect. All right, y'all keep going. Looks good so far, guys. Keep going. Let's do the next two, guys. What about number 8? What's the parent function on number 8? There you go. All right, 2's on the inside, so you take the opposite sign, and that tells you to go right 2. And the 3's on the outside, and that does tell you to go up 3. Y'all okay? Fix them if you got them wrong, okay? All right, what about number 9? What's the parent function? Identity, yeah. Okay, you got a fraction. What's the fraction? Compresses vertically. There you go. And then 6 is outside. Very good. Perfect. Y'all okay? Okay, keep going. You got. We're marking out 12, so you got 2 more. 2 more. All right, last two. Here we go. What's the parent graph of this one? Come on, guys. Absolute value. Get off your phone. Start taking up phones. What's this guy do? There you go. So reflects over x-axis. All right, what's the plus 1? It's on the inside. There you go. Opposite sign, and you're going to move left 1. Very good. And what's the 7 tell you to do? Down 7. I told you all this stuff was easy. All right, what about 11? Identity, yeah. Stretches vertically, yeah. Perfect. You. Y'all okay? Yeah? Okay, let's flip back to page 29 and let's learn. We got to do our last learning target, which is graph. We're going to learn how to graph them. Graphing them's pretty easy. All right, now look, guys, we're not graphing lines. What kind of function do we have on page 29 down there? We got an absolute value. These are different. Keep your cheat sheet handy because you're still going to need it, okay? Because what does that plus 3 on the inside tell you to do? There you go. You're going to take the opposite sign. That's left 3. But it didn't say describe. It said graph it. So from the origin, we're going to go left 3 and put a dot. All right, now how do you get all your other dots? So is there a number in the front that's going to stretch it vertically or compress it vertically? No, there's nothing that does any of that, okay? So from here, all you're going to do is you're going to go out 1. Y'all watching? Some of y'all on your phones. You're going to go out 1 and up 1 on the right. And then you're going to go out 1 and up 1 on the left. And that's it. That's how you get those dots. Are y'all okay? On the left. Out 1, up 1. It's not a line. There you go. Like that. All right, let's flip to the next page. All right. We've got 5 minutes to get through these 3. Okay, so same thing. You got to tell me what it does. The minus 4 is on the outside, so keep your cheat sheet handy. What's that tell you to do? Down 4. So from the origin, you're going to go to the origin, and you're going to go down 4. Is there any kind of number in the front that's going to do anything to it? Nope. So you're going to go out 1 and up 1 on the right. And then go back to the dot that you started at. You're going to go out 1 and left 1. Put your arrows on the end because it keeps going. And that's it. Easy enough? Yeah? Okay. All right, what about number 3? Huh? Very good. It reflects over x-axis. But where do I start? Why? Why do I start at the origin? There's no number at all, right? There's no number, so I'm going to start at the origin. There was no plus 2, there was no minus 5, there's nothing, so I start at the origin. So is there any kind of a number that changes anything? Is there any kind of a number here? No. All right, so we're not going to go out and up and out and up and out and up because it says reflects. So what are we going to do instead? We're going to go out and down. Very good. So we're going to make it flip over. You okay? Got one more to do. All right, now this guy does 2 things. The 2 is on the inside, so what's that mean I have to do? There you go. Change the sign. You're going to go right 2. Don't do anything on the graph yet. Because what else do you have to do? You got to go up 3. Now watch what happens from the origin. You're going to go right 2, and you're not going to put a dot. You're just going to go right 2. Then you're going to go up 3, and then that's where you put your dot. So you go right, up, then put your dot. Right 2, up 3, then put your dot. All right, is there any kind of a number in the front that's going to change anything? Nope, so you're just going to go out 1, up 1, out 1, up 1, out 1, up 1 on both sides. Okay? Yes, no, maybe? Okay? All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to finish this up Thursday. And then we're going to review Friday. We're going to review Monday. And your test will be Tuesday, okay? So when's your test? Tuesday. I didn't give you a new calendar yet because I didn't want y'all to freak out. No, but the calendar, I was supposed to give you a new calendar Monday, but I didn't because of the storm and it got everything all messed up. And it said that y'all were supposed to have a test tomorrow, so I didn't, or not Friday. I didn't want y'all freaking out. All right, y'all have a seat for the bell rings.